morning, everybody. There we go. I think I edited all of that correctly. Let me throw out chat. This is case 14. I have updated the description, so it should say that it is correct now. Alrighty, so do all this. Let me do... Alright, so I think this looks good. Gotcha. Cool. Alrighty then. Nah, I'll just turn on the light in my room. There we go. Oh, my hair's a little crazy this morning. Back to your gaming. Yeah, it's been a while. Yep. $1 million question. What will I do after criminal case? Well, pretty simple. Might have a new game. Not quite sure what other game I would want to play. So let's see. I think it's open. Yep. So, all right, folks. Between CD, we are back. Let's head on to the next case. Macarons. And we're getting to the point where we are at 2 cases every district. So, out with a bang. Perfect. In the precinct. Well, Ace, we can rest assured that the lover app won't claim any more obsessed minds, since we uncovered the ugly truth about its manipulative hearts feature and got CEO Samuel Maloof to get rid of that feature on the app. Yes, I believe I heard something about celebrating with some drinks. Hold on, get that. Parisian Police Squad, how can we help you? Ace, it's Eleonora. I need your help. She's exploded. My God, she's exploded all over. Wait, where are you? And what happened? In my apartment. There's blood everywhere. In the bathroom. Come quick. I need your help. Hurry. Yeah, I think it's the performer. I think it's the performer. I forget what her name was though. I mean, we'll figure it out very soon. I still have over 1 million in coins, so I should be able to easily go through and speed up the rest of the time that we're playing this game. Yep, I forget what her name is though. Interesting. Is that only 2 clues on the crime scene? That's crazy. My goodness, this person literally exploded. You're right, Ace. This is poor, blown up This poor blown up human is Celeste Elouest. That's right. Last time we saw her, she just bought Antoine Macaron's circus. Ace, I can't look. It's awful. Don't worry, Eleanor. We'll take it from here, but stay close. We'll need to ask some questions when we're done. We knew Celeste, and she wouldn't have done something like this to herself, so this definitely is a murder. This has to be one of the weirdest murders I've seen in a while. I hope not. I can figure out what happened in the autopsy. Meanwhile, there's a possible clue here, and these pieces of broken plastic. Let's get this thing back together and see what it is. Let's see if Eleanor has more information that can help clarify things. I knew I knew Celeste was a bit of a firecracker, but this takes it too far. Wow, that pun is bad. And the only chance we have to open up another scene would be, my guess, would be to talk to Eleonora. So. Eleanor, what was Celeste doing here at your apartment? And how did it happen that she exploded? I had a gathering of some acquaintances, Celeste included. I throw these sorts of get-togethers often to introduce people from my various social circles. So you mean no one at the party tonight knew Celeste previously? No possibility for old conflicts to arise? Not that I know of, no. We're all going to play a game together, and then Celeste got up to go to the bathroom, and the sound was awful. When I saw that happen, I asked everyone to leave, and please excuse me, I would be sick again. Well, Eleanora finds her feet. Let's take a look around her living room, since that's where everyone spent the most time. Boom. Boom. We got all these scenes. This will be great. She'll meanwhile have like a 40-45 minutes of getting stars, but it means we can go straight through chapter 2 and chapter 1, 2, and then basically 3. I don't really care about Remy, but Celeste, she was nice. This. Ah, no, that's not it. Empty box. A bowl of papers. Okay, that didn't click in my mind. Yeah, so what have we got in the way of leads? This bowl of papers for some kind of game? Almost they were about to play a game when the murder happened. This must be for that. Let's dig through the bowl and see what we find. I know you probably wanted a pastry, but sadly this box is already empty. But you're right, recovering the faded printing on the box could lead to another party guest. It could, but I gotta grab a bunch of stars, so I will see you guys in a little bit. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alrighty then, guys. It was cool to see Jones, and the fact that he knew me. I wish they had done that before, too. Should have done that with some of the other people. And obviously they had a decision that was made to not make them, you know, other champagne. What the heck are these things? There it is. Well done as usual with the thumbnail. Oh, welcome, Bonnie. Good to see you on. What up, Goat? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody, depending on where you are watching from. Give me hands. Oh, shaking. There it is. Okay. Next screams on Christmas Eve. Ugh, that sucks. I mean, I'm not going anywhere, so I can do it, but I mean, cases in the United States have started to skyrocket, so they've really started to climb, which is nice. We had kind of planned about a month ago to not do anything for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and it seems like that was a smart call on our part. Yep, same time. Honestly, online classes I really liked because I could just get stuff done very quickly. You tell me what to do, I can get it done very quickly. I have no problem with that. What I don't like doing is sitting in meetings or classrooms where teacher or someone is just talking and it just is completely boring. Just never good at that. You know, there are some meetings, some teachers that literally make you want to go to sleep. That's not fun. My company usually has a Christmas party, but not this year. $2021, I'm thinking, yeah, they'll have it that year. Yep, it's pretty crazy. It's crazy that you're in Australia and you guys have like no cases. That's awesome for you guys. Yeah, what appeared next to your name? I have no idea what that is. No idea what that is, Bonnie. No. I mean, it's kind of a neat symbol. Are you subscribed to somebody else? Is that like an S for supermod or something? Gained a level. That's so weird. Yes, they do. Don't spoil the names of the next cases. Just be in the moment. Just be in the moment. No need to do that. Hey, Ruby. Celeste à l'ouest. So the only thing that I could think that is an S for like supermod. Because I know, Bonnie, you have more access than anyone else, because I basically put you at my level of being a supermod. Because you're able to edit my videos and stuff. Boom. So is anybody enjoying, like, what are you guys doing leading up to Christmas and stuff? So the reason I ask is we've been doing where almost every night, me and the boys, and the missus has actually been joining us as well. We go on probably like a 30-45 minute walk around our neighborhood, where the boys are sometimes in a wagon, sometimes they walk with us. But we basically just go around our neighborhood and look at Christmas lights, and that's been a lot of fun. So, is anyone else doing something similar? How are your areas celebrating for like Christmas? Do you guys have fun people with bunches of lights, all that stuff? We have a house that's not like in our immediate neighborhood, but it's probably like 5-10 minutes away, that have one of those super cool houses that you would see on like YouTube, where they have like the synchronized lights to like a radio station, and it even has some like snow that comes up. So let me see if I can actually even show this. It's pretty darn cool, man. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I wonder if I didn't ever save it. There it is. I didn't save it. So let me show you guys this because this is just super cool. And what you're seeing here is if you press a button, they actually have soap that comes out of the top of like an arch, and it's actually just bubbles, but it looks like snow. So I know there's glare and stuff, but so
Thumbs up, Koopy?
so anywho, pretty sweet house. Unfortunately, it's not within walking distance for us. So for most of our walks, we don't actually go near that house, but usually on the weekends we do it. They did that house was there last year, and we are so thrilled that they're still doing it this year. And the interesting thing is with that huge Christmas light like display and spectacular, they actually had this year they put like screens that gave you like information about it, and I guess it only cost them um, $50 a month to run that display, which is insane to me. Now they probably spent, you know, well more than that in obviously the lights and all of like the initial cost. But the fact that all that stuff only costs $50 to run for basically a solid month at night is pretty good. It's not that expensive. Huh? Why is it not working? Huh? Oh, because it's in the mirror. I didn't know that. I know the finale. I don't think I do. You probably told me, Bonnie, and I probably forgot. And it is no fun for me to see spoilers or anything like that. So um, you might be right, Bonnie. I may have been told at some point, but I forget at this point. Title's Bang because um, Eleonora had mentioned that it sounded like a bang. Looks like she exploded from the inside out, so that's what's interesting to me. We'll see what ends up being the cause of that, but boom, baby. We are doing well, man. Doing well. Star. Oh, I forgot that this was actually already opened. So the question for the group, what's your favorite Christmas movie? If you had to choose one Christmas movie to watch, what would that Christmas movie be? That's a really hard decision for me. Because if I had to choose one Christmas movie, and like that's the only one I could watch, or something like, or that's what I'm gonna recommend to people. I mean, I think my top three that I enjoy watching is A Muppet's Christmas Carol, Elf, and White Christmas, and in no particular order. So I think I would say White Christmas. But I mean, the elves are so good. I love Elf so much. And I'm totally being distracted right now. Can't find an orange slipper. There it is. Okay, so maybe not one, because that might be too hard of a question. I do agree that was very difficult for me to answer. So top three, just put three Christmas movies that every year, if those are the only ones that you could watch, you'd be like, okay, these are the three Christmas movies I have lined up. I'm curious where you guys are at, because obviously I'm older than everyone, so I have different movies that I enjoy. So let me know what you guys, three Christmas movies. Because I guarantee you there's one that I'm not thinking of that you guys would watch, someone out there, and I'd be like, oh man, yeah, that's another good one. Which reminds me, we do gotta watch A Muppet's Christmas Carol. We haven't watched that one yet this year, but that's definitely one we're watching this weekend. Yeah, see, Nightmare Before Christmas. I think that could be one. Oh, Home Alone. But which one? Or are you gonna say that part of your three is Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2? Because that might be an option, right? That's a very good one too. I don't think it would replace my three though that I said. Just for more sentimental reasons than anything. You know, like for me, my family would always watch White Christmas every single year, so that one has like sentimental feelings for me watching it. Why? Oh, there's the scarf. I couldn't find that scarf for the longest time. And then I find things like crazy, like gangbusters. Once I find that one thing that was hanging me up. So, yeah. Wait, you don't like the second one on Home Alone? You only like the first one? Oh man, I would flip that. I mean, I like the first one, but the second one in New York, oh, so good with Tim Curry and the Sticky Bandits. I mean, that was so good. But that's what I like to hear, because obviously people have different opinions of the different holiday movies. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You have a president in your midst when you watch Home Alone 2. That's right. Christmas Chronicles, that was a good movie, but that does not replace my top three, for sure. Should ask the missus. That's a good question. Ask the missus. Oh, I enjoy Home Alone, but in the hierarchy of Christmas movies for me, it probably goes White Christmas, and then Elf, and then A Muppet's Christmas Carol. Oh, that's right. It's a Wonderful Life. It's a good message, but it's a little depressing at times. Like that's why White Christmas is never depressing. It's a great message. I love the songs in it. The dancing in it is great. It's just a very like I love Bing Crosby. I love Danny Kaye, and they're fantastic. And so to me, that will be the quintessential one. The problem I have with It's a Wonderful Life, which I do really like, is it makes me cry. It makes me very sad in a couple portions of the movie. And when I watch a Christmas movie, I don't want to get emotional. So, I mean, it's very good. It tugs at your heartstrings, but man, I don't want to cry on Christmas. Um, so we don't actually watch that one as frequently for that very reason. So, I mean, am I the only one that cries in that one, or that gets like emotional? For those, because so not everyone in the chat has watched It's a Wonderful Life, but when you watch It's a Wonderful Life, Are you crying sad tears, happy tears? Do you do that at all during that, or is that just something I do? I'm curious. That's right, Die Hard does take place during Christmas. Die Hard's a great one. Oh, another fantastic one that I love to watch. I don't think it cracks my top three because it's absurd. Is Jingle All the Way. If there are people in this chat that haven't seen the hidden gem that is Jingle All the Way, that is something I would recommend everybody watch this year. If you have not seen it before, especially being a non-American, I feel like you guys would find it really even funnier than like we do in America because of the absurdity. But Jingle All the Way is, I mean, that one is hilarious. Um, that's a great one. That might be top five if I extended it to a top five for sure. Jingle All the Way in its absurdity. Sinbad is hilarious in it. Arnold Schwarzenegger is fantastic in it. You have Tom Arnold. It's just everybody in it is just so great. Yeah, if you, I don't even know if it streams on anything, but if you can watch Jingle All the Way, you will not be disappointed. It is ridiculous. It is such an absurd movie. Yeah, Turbo Man. I mean, it is pinnacle Arnold Schwarzenegger for sure. I mean, that one I love to watch just because of how hilarious it is. I mean, he's out of control in that one. And Sinbad is a perfect foil for him for that. Just absolutely fantastic. So Stevie, your your task for the next 2 weeks is to find some time to watch Jingle All the Way. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Yep, it has the kid that played Anakin Skywalker. It has Tom Hanks' wife. I think her name's Rita Wilson. Literally everyone in that movie is like, maybe not an A-lister, but like B-lister, like solid B-lister. And at the time, they were basically all A-listers, I think, I'm pretty sure. Elf and Nightmare Before Christmas, solid choices for sure. Nightmare Before Christmas, the missus loves it. Favorite movie like almost of all time. I am not a fan of it. It is weird. I'm not a huge fan of stop motion or that type. I don't like Tim Burton stuff. So it's really like morbid, like it's just, I understand my wife says it's got a great message. It's so, you know, it's so, heartwarming and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's weird and for me, and I'm not a big fan of it. So like you can love A Nightmare Before Christmas, I'll pass. So she watches it all the time, especially during Halloween, and I'm like, yep, does nothing for me. I'd rather watch Coco. If we're gonna watch a Halloween movie, and I understand Coco is not technically Halloween, it's Dia de los Muertos. But if I'm gonna watch like a Halloween themed movie about like that time, 100% Coco over that. without a doubt. Coco is one of my favorite Pixar movies and probably one of my favorite movies of all time. That's, I mean, animated movies. Well, yeah, subscribing to me is free. If you're watching this, you should probably subscribe. Yeah, I feel like with Tim Burton, you either really like his films or you're just thinking that it's odd, and that's kind of where I'm at. I don't think there's a single movie that he's made that I've actually liked. um, I could look at his filmography, and again, people love it. Like, it kind of just got a lot of people that like it. I'm just not one of them. Where's the dove? Alright, anyway, just skip the dove for now. I don't think there's a dove here. I think I misread something. Yeah, I did. Silly me. Home Book of Life. Okay, yeah. The people who probably dislike the streams, the people that we've banned like 5 people today. People just can't not spoil and create accounts just to spoil. So we've had 5 people banned, so my guess is we probably have at least 5 dislikes. Because you don't ban them from the channel, you just ban them from being able to talk. Run, run, Rudolph. Santa's gotta make it to town. Freeway down. Oh, Alrighty, I think. Oh shoot, that's right. That's just that portion of it. All right. City of Romance has not been at the top, but I feel like because I know it's the last, it's the last season. There's a little bit of bittersweetness. Like I don't know if I ever could have enjoyed it. And also, you got to realize that they took probably 30 cases and dwindled them down to like 15 or 16. So they probably had to do like a last minute rewrite of a lot of these stuff. So you don't get like full-fledged, story arcs and all that stuff. Like they really had to trim it down. So, in that sense, my expectations for this season, once I heard that this was going to be the last season, they were going to shorten it in half. I was like, oh, it's not going to be amazing. Oh. Nice, nice. What's my favorite season? Get this asked a lot. Conspiracy. Conspiracy without a doubt. And then probably World Edition. And then a toss-up between Travel and Time and Pacific Bay. Oh shoot, I left out Supernatural Investigations. That one's probably top 3. I mean, but out of all of them, Conspiracy for me was by far their best season, for sure. My humble opinion, Conspiracy was the best. That room's not white, it's more of like a cream color type thing. It is what the whole house is covered in, so we haven't repainted this room to make it look, you know, nice. Yeah, I'm curious why Kian ranked those the lowest and which ones he liked. I mean, to be fair though, that's great, man. If other people liked other seasons over it, that's what this is all about. I mean, you shouldn't have one season that everybody likes. You know, in TV shows, in anything with like seasons and stuff, some people like other seasons over other ones. It's totally cool to, you know, do that, like have those like opinions of like what one seasons are better. But in my opinion, Kian's wrong. those are by far the most fun. I would still put the worst season, the first one, Grimsboro. I would still put Grimsboro as the worst season. Looking back on it, it is nowhere near the amount of fun that these are, and the amount of dead cases where like nothing happened and it didn't lead to anything. You know, I mean, yes, Grimsboro had the Rorschach Reaper, Madison Springer, and Chief King, which were great highlights. But you gotta realize, man, that was over like 56 cases. They had three cases that I remember out of 3 cases out of 56. That's like literally more than a year and a half, and they only had 3 cases in that were like super memorable or like really that good. And a lot of the other ones, they didn't have the story development, and so they were just like dead cases. Like they didn't contribute to the plot like that much. This one, although it's been short, has at least had building upon it and stuff. Like you used to, especially in Grimsboro, all you cared about was the final case of the district. Everything else was like filler. It's like light yellow. No, it's my background's yellow. It's funny. I use Teams for work, Microsoft Teams, and I'm able to put backgrounds on me, so no one at my work has seen really my background. They just see like these fun backgrounds, and if Microsoft can do it, I feel like other people should be able to do it. And the fact that there aren't, it looks like I'm recovering, but am I good, guys? Am I good? Looks like it like reset, but I dropped frames there for a brief second. I haven't done that in forever. Okay, so it did just lag for everyone. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's completely fine now, but for a brief moment, just everything just went red on like my stuff. Easel. Yeah, I'll find something to do. Honestly, though, right now, working for a hospital during COVID-19 uh, means that you are incredibly busy. Um, we are incredibly busy. Um, so, as much as I would like to say I've thought about what's next, I have a very difficult time trying to shift my focus because a lot of my focus is going into working with the hospital and making sure that everything is going smoothly and that they're able to meet all of their you know all the services that people are needing right now. I'm missing. Shake for me, kite. Yep. Yeah, good question, Stevie, because that question was posed to me. What do you guys think? What's the worst season? Are you guys all going to just say this one, City of Romance? I feel like that's a cop-out. So because that's a cop-out, let's remove that question from the group. And let's say excluding this season, what is your least favorite season? You guys all know Mysteries of the... actually, yeah, no, it's Grimsboro. It's Grimsboro, and then Mysteries of the Past is right underneath that. But what are your guys' thoughts? Shake for me. Oh, it's a flashlight, okay. Mysteries of the Past over Grimsboro. Grimsboro's better than Mysteries of the Past. It's more memorable for I think. I think the reason I like Mysteries of the Past, which is really silly to say that this is why I'm rating it a little bit higher than Grimsboro, is I love the themes that they did. Like the whole like you know how everything was like brown and like they themed the skin of this like this down here was like a different color. They had like a unique thing. I felt like it was completely different, and so that's why I did that. Bonnie, how? So it's a good question for Bonnie. I did not think Pacific Bay would be anybody's least favorite. Why is Pacific Bay your least favorite? I'm curious for your reasonings. You may be right. I just want your reasonings because that is the one case that or the one area that I don't think it's the best, but I don't think it's the worst. I think it had some very good merit. So Bonnie, give me reasons as to why you think that is the way. All right, Bonnie, and don't just say Pacific Bay was your least favorite and then leave the chat. That's wrong. Bayou Blue was such a boring district. Wasn't that the Puppeteer district? Wasn't that the Puppeteer district? Honestly, Pacific Bay, the Puppeteer district was one of the better ones. Holy cow, the Puppeteer was creepy as heck. I'm missing something, I don't know. Oh, it's gonna crush. Oh, Puppeteer was Jazztown, okay. Okay, maybe that was it. Oh yeah, I don't even remember the Fortune Tellers district, so you may be right. All right, Bonnie, wherever you were at, maybe I'll message you on Discord if you ended up just saying that little thing and leaving, because how I want to know why that's the least. Again, I made cases for some of the places that I think are the worst, like the seasons that were not the best, but. You didn't like the characters? So you didn't like Frank and Amy? And Roxy? I mean, the coroner was fantastic in my eyes. Roxy, completely different than what Delaney, whatever her name was. You had, I think her name was Hannah. Was that Hannah's one? To me, all the characters were definitely unique and way more fun than the first one. Amy, I mean, yes, Amy was kind of a retread of Jones. I get that aspect of it, but Frank wasn't. Frank was completely new. He's way different than Ramirez. It's an interesting take, in terms of where you're at with those. Don't quite agree with you, but yeah, that's fine. Hey, Bonnie, you're entitled to your opinion. It's wrong, but you're entitled to your opinion. But I can see how Amy seemed somewhat of a retread of Jones. I can see that aspect of it. So in that part, I see where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, that Pacific Bay wasn't about Amy. Pacific Bay was about Frank. And Frank's development was fantastically done in my eyes. I mean, kudos to the team in my eyes in developing Frank's character. Nathan was the most boring corner we've ever had. That was so boring. Nadia is probably my favorite from this season. Who was Conspiracy's corner? I forget. Was that the guy who died? Martine. Yeah, she wasn't great. Oh, we get to go and continue on this. All right. So, welcome back, everybody. That took 53 minutes, as per the thing said. Who the heck is this? Oh, you're gonna make her be a horse? Okay. That's interesting. I was just toy horse doing in the bathroom, and there's a picture on his face. Who is that? Let's put in the database and identify her. It's an oddity. Anyways, if you guys weren't in the live stream, we were waiting for, or we were measuring what your top 3 cases were, and then also what's like your least favorite. So there's been a wide range of people's thoughts. The pastry bus from the fancy bakery La Purée. You're right. I remember back during Fashion Week, we learned that Naomi Prince is a soft spot for the La Purée eclairs. I don't know about you, Ace, but I wouldn't mind speaking with Naomi again. Let's see if we can see if she's the one who brought the eclairs to the party. We're all giving Bonnie ish because he thinks that Pacific Bay is the worst season. I don't think that's true. Again, so my top 3 are Conspiracy, World Edition, Supernatural Investigations. Probably my top 3. My least favorite season is probably Grimsboro or Mysteries of the Past. I think I lean more towards Grimsboro because it was super long and it just only a few cases in there. Mysteries of the Past at least had the like the invention aspect of it, and you know, they had DuPont who kind of went over multiple seasons and stuff, so they had that little aspect of it. We guessed right. This is a bowl of prompts for the game of charades. I see some of these things like dentist, mime, or tiger, but mixed in with these normal charades prompts one that says celestial Big Bang. What a weirdly specific thing for someone to write. Between the reference to Celeste's name and the phrase Big Bang, I'd say this was a threat from our killer. Nothing else written on it, but as we know, Ace killers leave other traces behind in writing. Let's get this clue to Enzo. And that was my thing, is Grimsboro, to me, was one of the worst because some of the districts, I think they have like 6 cases for each of them, or 5. It was just super long, and literally 4 of the 5, or like 80–90% of them were boring. Like, it just, they didn't add to anything. They didn't even use the additional investigations to propel the story back at that point. So, alright, so who are you? Tilde. It's an interesting name. Bridget's picture was put on the face of the toy horse she found as a performance artist named Tilde. So why is her face on a toy horse? That seems bizarre. Let's ask her herself. Whoa. She's quite a colorful person. Let's talk to Naomi first, though. Naomi, were you at a soiree at Eleanor Macaron's apartment earlier tonight? Yes, I was, and that horrible thing happened to Celeste Aloes. I thought it might be murder. Was it murder? It was definitely a murder, yes. We're on the hunt for the killer now. Is there anything you can remember from the night that seemed suspicious or out of place? No, Celeste was with us in the living room. We just had our aperitif, and we were about to play a game of charades when Celeste jumped up and ran out of the room. Then there was the most disgusting sound I ever heard. and then she was dead. I'm sorry, I guess I can't keep talking about this. I'm still so shaken. That's right, no. But if you can think of anything that would be helpful to the case, please don't hesitate to let us know. And if you need consolation, he's your guy. Wow, I just can't say I've seen a person explode like this before, and I'm heartbroken it's our Celeste. Yeah, it's like someone put a stick of dynamite in her stomach, but how in the world did an explosive get in there? I found a small amount of dissolved gelatin in the contents of her stomach, like from a pill, and then I realized that the gelatin was from a capsule that contained the explosive material. So the killer put a tiny bomb in a pill? In a sense, yes, the capsule is full of cesium powder. Cesium is an element that reacts explosively when it comes to contact with water. Oh, snap. That is a sick way to die. Of course, the human body is mostly water, including the digestive juices of the stomach, so once the gelatin capsule dissolved enough for the cesium to leak out, boom. It's clear from this that your killer knows a thing or two about chemistry. Well, I look forward to seeing our killer react to getting arrested for murder. Ugh. Is that like a real thing? That's kind of disgusting. Those are my thoughts exactly. What did you find out from examining the note he's found in the tray table? Well, you already read the message, which refers to the murder, so you know it's from your killer. But your killer left an unintentional trace on the note, a smear of foie gras. I know it was your killer smeared because the residue on the bottom corner where they held the paper down to write the threatening note. So we know for sure that your killer eats foie gras. Well, killer is going to have to lower their standards because they don't serve foie gras. I need to spell it out for me. Foie gras. I can hear it in my mind. I just can't speak it with my words. What up, Tilde? I imagine you come here talking about Celeste Otherwise death. Correct. Mademoiselle Tilde, Celeste was murdered. Were you there when it happened? Yes, but I was in the living room, so I didn't see it happen. It sounded awful. A loud, wet pop. Let's toy with your photo on it in the bathroom of Celeste's body. Can you tell us what it is? By giving the horse to Celeste to pitch for a performance I wanted to do in her circus. I would dress myself as a horse and be ridden by other performers as part of the show. It draws a comparison between us hardworking performers and pack animals. But now I feel I should rather make a commemorative piece in Celeste's honor. You're weird. Ace, the explosion of Celeste out of the West is hands down the craziest thing I've seen in my time working in homicide. Not my craziest. I mean, Madison Springer's head exploded. That was kind of nuts, to be fair. But you're still young. Yeah. Although the administration is pretty disgusting. Oh, great. Hey, Cody, we got something. Oh, this isn't good. Alright, guys, I'll see. Oh, that's right, I got enough stars. So, this is why I like having these stars. I can go right into chapter 2. So, what do you got to say for us, Cody? Is Eleanor alright? Yeah, Eleanor's the one who called us. She's shaken, but okay. Thank goodness. Any leads on the killer? We found some clues and spoken with some suspects. We searched the bathroom where Celeste was found, and the living room where everyone was. Well, if you haven't looked there yet, you should check the building's courtyard too. People like to go there to smoke and talk when Eleanor has her parties. Alright, sounds like we should check the courtyard next. Let's head over there now. Thanks, Cody. Thanks for your little information. We appreciate. Shawl. I know this is one. And then what's a shawl? What's this right here? See you, Jonathan. Thanks for stopping by. Ace Cody is right. Searching the courtyard of Eleanor's apartment building gate did give us some clues. There's a poster for Celeste Circus, but it looks like something was drawn on it. Let's recover the writing. And hey, you're right. This shell has Celeste's initials on it. What's the powder on it? Let's go get a sample. Speaking of initials, her last name is on this box. We should try to get it open. There might be a clue inside. I agree. I agree. Buy your tickets now. Uh-oh. That's not good. What's this crazy design drawn over her circus poster? John Philippe has helped us interpret encrypted things like this in the past. Maybe he can make sense of it. I mean, obviously it's some sort of mathematical equation. I mean, that's what it looks like anyways. Case has been around for 8 years. I've been around in criminal case for 7 years, I believe. Don't think I was there upon inception. I might have been. I think I was a little, no, I think I was 6 months past, like after it had been released, because I think it was already on case like 20 when I started. Case the box addressed to the victim contained a bunch of explosives. And there's a card in here, but printed on the card is just a wave mark. Tilde. Yep, it's tilde. Yep. Must be her elegant way of signing things, but that means Tilda's the one who gave explosives to Celeste. And she did die by explosion, so we clearly got to interrogate. I agree. Well, this has got Celeste's initials. Parfait. It's now that you've collected the green powder from the victim's shell, let's examine it under the microscope. Alright, what do you gotta say for us, Jean-Philippe? It's a tragedy that Celeste is dead, and she went in such a grisly way. I shudder to think. Yeah, we'll definitely be able to kill her justice with your help. You know what this crazy design is that was drawn over her poster? Yeah, this design took me back to my university days when I was dabbling in new age ways of seeing the world. It was a kooky fun for a while, but I'm glad I came to my senses. Oh, it's an astrological chart drawn around Celeste's head, and it's got ominous implications. This particular chart is for today, and Celeste's astrological sign, which I happen to know was Aries, is in a poor position indeed. Yeah, what the heck does a poor position mean? Let's just say the way Mars and Moon line up in this chart implies explosive violence for an Aries, and in Celeste's case, the explosion was literal. So this post was clearly tagged by a killer who's versed in astrological knowledge. Alright, well we won't have to wait for the planets aligned in order to find our killer. That's true. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that Eleanor called to let you know that she found Celeste's handbag in her living room. She left it there for you to pick up. Thanks for the info, Jean-Philippe. Ace, let's know the sweep of Eleanor's living room and pick up that handbag. Yep. I love having a stand-up desk. Cannot imagine working from home without it. Control, tray. Here's the chocolate, bracelet, handbag. Oh. Ace, here's Celeste's handbag, where Eleanor said she left it for us. Let's look through it and see if there's a clue in it. He found something else. Is that broken jewelry? We'll put it back together since it may pertain to our case. Oh, I'm fuzzy. Tilda, can you explain this box of explosives that you addressed to Celeste? I assume that might cast aspersions on me given how Celeste died. But you must understand that my medium is performance, and in this modern world, performance must be explosive in order to get any message across. This is why I've learned to make my own explosives to raise the stakes of my performances while also learning how to properly handle such materials. And I felt it was important to show Celeste a sample of my handiwork as part of my bid to join her circus. This was not meant as a threat. Okay, well I hope you didn't mean for Celeste to experience one of these explosive performances firsthand, but your next performance will be for an audience of none. She's in a prison, there'll be some audience. Not all the time, but my guess is they will have eyes on her. Alrighty. Oh, fertilizer. Screenplay you clicked from her shawl as fertilizer. Celeste couldn't have been fertilizing the plants in the corridor of Eleanor's apartment building. Fertilizing the plants is the job of the building's concierge. Looks like the concierge's name is Diego Ramos. Let's go speak with him. Let's first examine some things before. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what the heck these diamonds are. Oh, there you go. What the heck is that? Oh, is there? I'm missing something else. Oh, it's a flower. Oh my gosh, I did not get that. Did not get that right off the bat. What is this necklace? It's the one Jean-Philippe wears as his track persona El Coupon Schlepp. But that means Jean-Philippe was at the party? Great, we have to question him immediately. Uh-oh. I can't imagine he'd be the murderer. Somebody's watching you. He's got the card of the victim's handbag. It's got a big eye on it, and it says, I'm watching you. That's an ominous message. Who do you think it's from? Let's see if the chief can tell us if he recognizes the symbolism. Interesting. Monsieur Ramos, as a concierge of this building, were you aware that the story happening in the apartment of Eleanor Macaron? Yes, I know all that happens in this building. She aware that someone was murdered. Wait, what? There's a murder here? Yeah, the victim exploded, actually. Have you heard or seen anything unusual? No, nothing like that, but I did go in the back room to have my dinner, which is a little far from here. There's a bell for people to ring if they need me, but no one rang tonight. Instead of ringing your bell, Eleanor called us immediately after it happened. I guess it's just a matter of bad timing that you weren't aware of what happened. Murder my building on my watch? I've let the tenants down. Yeah, assuming you aren't the murderer. He wasn't part of the party. Guess what? Your dad's a suspect. Gauthier, what can you tell us about this ominous card he's found in her handbag? It's troubling, Nace, because the red eye on this card is a symbol typically used by Macaron's gang to threaten their enemies. But he's in jail, so who at the party would have had any connection back to him? Well, his daughter comes to mind. Well, of course, but she has nothing to do with the gang. She was relieved when he went to jail. Well, that brings me to the second unsettling aspect of this clue. This handwriting is a match for Eleanor's. Oh, so it is. So she has been on the game. Well, if she has, it means Cody should be free and clear. Because if she wants to date Cody, if she's the ringmaster, the gang should accept it. Alright, what's up, Jean-Philippe? Jean-Philippe, we found your Elf von Schlepp necklace at Eleanor's apartment. Why didn't you tell us you were there earlier tonight? Well, I wasn't there for the party. Celeste urgently needed to borrow my Elf von Schlepp outfit for a show tomorrow, so I went out to drop it off for her. Necklace must have fallen out of the bag and broken. Not surprising to say that the party sounded rather riotous. Thanks for fixing it. Wait, so you went to see Celeste? All the more reason to tell us. Well, Celeste was alive and well when I saw her, so I didn't think it was relevant to the case. Every detail counts. You know that, Jean-Philippe. You should have told us. Let me volunteer this information in good faith. Your killer has some knowledge of chemistry, and so do I. There's something for your case notes. I promise you, Ace, I had nothing to do with her murder. Well, that I do pretty much agree with. I do not imagine you would be that. So, what's it? Eleonora McCraw. Can you please explain this ominous message we found in Celeste's handbag? What are you doing giving Parisian mob-style threats to people? We thought you weren't connected to your father's operation. I'm not connected to it at all, but Celeste was. When she worked as a sex worker in Bagale, some of my father's guys were regular customers. She kept in contact with some of them after she bought my father's circus. And as you know, I'm opposed to my father's dealings, and now that he's in prison, I have to watch my back. That card would tell Celeste loud and clear, a mobster message, and she'd understand. So you admit that you threatened her with the card. I felt it was necessary, and it worked. She refused to any of my foie gras as if it was poison, even though I ate some right in front of her. But she knows I have connections and knowledge that go beyond the average city girl. I can make weapons from household materials, for instance, so of course she thought I'd poisoned her. But you have to know I would never murder anyone. I couldn't be a murderer. I'm a Libra. Well, in order to find out you actually are a Celeste killer, you won't be a Libra. You won't be Libra for long. Because Libra means free. We have had some surprises. That is correct. Oh. Hey, so, yeah, we told you. Yeah, something you should know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, ratting on your dad. Anyways, I'm actually going to try and finish the case. I think I can finish chapter 3. I haven't done this in a long time, but I think I can do it with 12 stars, which I'll give each star with each of them, and then I'll basically do a bunch of stars for the AI. But Ace, we've had some bigger surprises than usual yet. Oh, what are you going to tell us about your dad? Oh, you were with your dad. Wait, what? No, my dad and I were out for dinner and we stopped by Eleanor's to drop off his Elf von Schlepp costume for Celeste to borrow. And yeah, my dad can bend the truth sometimes, but I can't confirm that he handed Celeste the costume at the door when we left. I know you do a thorough job in this case, as you always do, Ace. From what I saw, my dad had nothing to do with Celeste's murder. I sure hope that I'm right. I hope so too, but in the meantime, let's go search the crime scene again. See, we got 9, but I'm going to get basically 11 stars through doing this. So I'm thinking the 11 stars will get me through chapter 3. We'll see. We shall see. Tentacle, okay, I see that one. Clown suit. There's the wine glass over there. Torn pieces. Are those not? Oh, those are rose petals. Oh, for the love of Pete. I was planning on getting enough stars. And I might not. Oh, I got too cocky. I got too cocky, I think. Ace is the victim's phone. Let's get unlocked. It's a clown suit. There's some weird stains on it, like there's something painted on it. Let's recover the paint. What is that torn thing? It's like a plushie. We can reassemble it to see. Oh man, I have no idea if the stars. I think I'm doing the math in my head right, but I could be completely wrong in this. So we'll know this soon. not right either. Yeah, mods, when you see that in the chat, I have no problem just hiding that user forever. They're not going to learn. No reason to time them out. They're not going to learn. Just hide them forever. Well, I said you got her phone unlocked. You see your text inbox. And there's a message here from Jean-Philippe. It says, you're about to blow up. Oh, brother. Given the way she exploded, if that's only coincidence, it's a terrible one. I just say Gauthier had me convinced he was innocent, but now this message has me wondering if we've got to grill him on this right now. Whoa. Oh, don't be a haterade. Don't be a haterade. Oh, by you, Naomi? It's a mean thing for her to say to Celeste. I didn't realize it was bad blood between them. Let's go get her to explain this. Yeah, I don't know if there's much explaining, man. Sorry, Hugo. I mean, obviously this is a hard. Who is this fuzzy gift from? Let's see if Enzo can tell us. Yeah, it was a gift, but it got destroyed, so that's also interesting. What's up, Jean-Philippe? Not only did you keep it a secret that you were at Eleanor's side, but you also sent Celeste an ominous message before she was murdered. Ominous message? No, that's a simple coincidence. I meant that her circus was going to be very successful. Told me some of the acts she had planned out in her upcoming shows, and they sounded spectacular. Really a step up from the normal circus fair, too. Most circuses are cheap cheese spread compared to the fine foie gras that Celeste was putting together. Her success was written in the stars. Wait a minute. I thought you said you gave up astrology. Oh, I've dabbed recently. I had some charts, looked up some horoscopes. Nothing too serious. Okay, I have to tell you that you're on shaky ground in this case. As High Commissioner, if you kill Celeste, you'll be facing serious consequences. Naomi, when we first spoke about Celeste, you neglected to tell us about this terrible insult you gave her. Oh, there's just a little catfight going on between she and I. Were like ammonium nitrate and fuel. It's pretty scientific talk for a supermodel. I studied chemistry at university before I was discovered and dropped out. Sounds like you've even forgotten what you learned. Tell us about your friction with Celeste. I started a few days ago when I showed her a new outfit I'd be modeling in the fashion show this week, and she said it was a perfect clown costume for a circus. I took that as a pretty strong insult. My horoscope this week had told me to stand up to my haters. So I found that clown suit, wrote that what I had to say at the front, and left it at the party for Celeste to find. Meanwhile, I sat back eating foie gras and waiting for the fireworks show to begin. I mean, not a fireworks show, that was a bad metaphor. I just wanted to get her back for an insult. I didn't kill her. I could see you being the killer for sure. I mean, we'll know soon enough. Enzo, do you have any idea who this blush heart with the victim's name on it came from? Well, an admirer, of course. I was thinking of getting something like this for Carrie, actually. Well, you can't give her this one. It's evidence in a murder case. Don't worry, I wouldn't give her this one anyway. It's dirty. Found traces of fertilizer and floor wax on it. Oh, maybe it came from the concierge. Is there something going on between Monsieur Ramos and Celeste? Let's go ask him. Oh, I can see that. I can see that. Monsieur Ramos, were you romantically involved with Celeste out of the West? Yes, for a time. I used to see Celeste when I worked at a building in particular college. I felt hard for her then. That was even before she transitioned when she was still a man. She actually insisted that I divorce my wife to be with her, but I couldn't. I was afraid. Well, Celeste forced the situation anyway by revealing our relationship to my wife, and my wife left and I refused to ever see Celeste again. Where does this romantic gift come into play? I made that when we broke up as a memento of our time together, and when I saw her walking my building tonight, gorgeous, all woman, I couldn't resist. I'm a Sagittarius. I like nice things. Foie gras with my dinner, nice wine, the whole shebang. I gave my heart to Celeste and told her I could provide a good life, but she's gone cold on me. She says it was a different person. She tore my heart to pieces. Oh, boom, you are the murderer for sure. Search for the, yeah. Where are we going to go back? Oh, to the scene of the crime? Oh, we went out to the crime scene? Or to the... Oh, that's right, we already did that. Terracotta pot right here. Boom. That should be enough for a star. Yep. Sweet. Ooh, an extra 100,000 points. I will take it. Hey, here's a horoscope page from a magazine. I remember the killer left a reference to astrology. And look, someone highlighted the words conquer and kill here. There's no doubt in my mind it's from our killer. There's some stains on the page. Clicking the sample could point us to the culprit. And you're right, since we know the killer was here, we should also see if they hid any clues in this makeshift ashtray. If we just need a little bit more evidence, we'll be able to blow this murder case wide open. Blow it wide open, and kind of a little tacky, I think. Probably shouldn't say that with your victim that exploded. Ooh, it's a capsule. It was a small keychain you found in the ashtray, shaped like a gel cap. I feel like this is an important clue. Let's not mess with any further. We'll send it directly to the lab. Yes, 100%. That should be sent to the lab. I'm a Leo. That I definitely know. I'm a Leo. Mrs. is a Scorpio. It defines our relationship pretty much if you see what those two do in terms of like a relationship. I will say I'm not really into astrology, but I will say that the definitions of who they are fit me, my wife, my kids, all that stuff. So perfect. Now let's get the sample we took from the horoscope to the lab to Enzo for analysis. And I will say that my wife was planning our kids' signs, or at least the second one. Junior, she wanted him to be a Libra. So he's a Libra. And boy, is he a Libra, for sure. I think you'll be happy to hear what I learned from analyzing the sample. Yep, we're sure it's an important clue, so what is it? The substance, okay, so it's foie gras. Yep. But mixing with the foie gras, I found human skin cells. Wait, no, they had on their fingers when they smudged the page, some of their skin cells were left on it. From the skin cells, I found that your killer's female. Oh, female. Oh, so it is Naomi. It's gotta be Naomi. I just can't imagine it be Eleonora. Okay, so how do you know that? And so, see inside the capsule were desiccant beads, which are used to absorb moisture in closed containers to protect other contents. The killer was smart to include desiccant in the cesium pill, so any moisture they found in the capsule wouldn't explode the thing prematurely. So we know that's where the killer kept the pill. What else does it tell us? Well, cotton threading. I found dark blue. Yep, it's 100% Naomi. She's wearing a necktie. Yep. Yep. It's not Eleanor. It's Naomi. I thought that was the case. It's not Eleanor. She doesn't wear a tie. See, it's her. It's Naomi. 100%. Yep. I had a feeling. She's crazy. She's crazy. Naomi the Prince, you're under arrest for the murder of Celeste LOS. Wait, do you think I did that? I can't imagine how someone could have blown her up like that, let alone how I do myself. Well, for now, all we know is that you're the culprit. You'll have to be the one to explain why. Here you go, baby. I know you got the hots for me. There must be something in your heart that knows I'm innocent. Well, I was attracted to you, it's true, but I gotta be honest, Naomi, murder is a big turn off. I didn't mean to become a murderer. Wait a minute, what do you mean? What do you think you were doing when you made Celeste swallow that cesium pill? Macaron told me that it would only make her sick. Wait, Macaron? But he's in prison. Yes, and before he was arrested, he knew he would lose the circus to Celeste. He also knew that his daughter was having a soiree at her place and that Celeste and I would be there. Just before he was arrested, he had a couple of thugs came to tell me that I had to get Celeste to take the pill. Oh, for the love of Pete. Why did you accept? Macaron told me if I didn't do it, he'd make sure that I'd never model again. He said the pill would only just make sick enough that he could get his circus back under mob control. He didn't say she'd explode. I was so nervous trying to figure out how to sneak the pill into her food, but then she said she had a headache, so I just gave it to her. It was so easy. And now I've killed someone. I'm a murderer. Yep, you are. And the court is going to have to look into Macaron's involvement. I'm afraid we're going to have to put you under arrest. I'm thinking 13 years. 13 years. Mademoiselle Prince, you're charged with the murder of Celeste LOS. How do you plead? Not guilty, Your Honor. Antoine Macaron forced me to do it, and I didn't know she would die. The court has looked into your claims. They found that the cesium capsule was provided by a chemist on our watch list, and he's been apprehended. That doesn't change the fact that you followed through in assisting a murder. Ooh, 8 years. Okay. For that, you were sentenced to 8 years in prison. I said 13. 8 years in prison? I'll be ancient by then. My modeling career is blown to pieces. No, probably. Yeah, Ace, I'm heartbroken to find out that Naomi is Celeste's killer. She was put in a terrible position by Macaron and his mob, and then was intimidated into executing their plan instead of reporting it to us. It was good that we caught her and she came clean soon enough for us to catch the mob connections involved. We've stopped them from buying back the circus. Good. The fewer entities the Parisian mob has its tentacles wrapped around, the better. Macaron still has people on the outside. He'll keep making paragraphs for as long as he can. But we'll continue to stop him. Our work is never done. I mean, the interesting thing is chemistry was one of the clues, and yet she didn't need to know anything about chemistry. Interesting. We'll always have Paris, 1 of 4, which means that this AI spreads over the remaining scenes or the remaining cases. So for right now, guys, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna grab some stars. Once I've grabbed enough stars, we will then finish off the case. So right now, I think we only have to get 9 more stars. So 9 more stars, and then we are good to go, guys. Where's the duster? Oh, there it is. I mean, you're an accomplice to murder, so. Grocery bag is with snails here, the possible loops here, there's a grocery bag. Sorry guys, no, I was here. I'm just responding to work. So, sorry, it's 5 a.m. here, so, and we have another deployment that went on this morning, so. Just making sure I discuss with my team. Oh yeah, rather than getting all 5 in one scene, yeah, I can do that. The one thing though is that once you get on a roll, you end up finding everything. And like, oh shoot, I thought that was, as I say that I screw up. So I'll get this, well actually this one I'll get with them all, so. And actually I just need to get the top one, I think, with 3 stars. I just think I need to get those 3 stars at the top. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna do what you did, Bonnie, basically. Now that we're doing this, I'll just get 3 stars in each scene, basically, because the points that are needed in that can easily get done. that face powder? It is. Scarf. Toothpaste. Nostril. Ring box. Right here. See? Yep. And Stevie's right. The best one is do time attack, and then this one. Like that's the best, like thing that you can do. However, in this unique case where we are really just trying to get a certain amount of stars, let's do brush. Nice. Where's a bird? What's a hummingbird? Where is that? Oh, there it is. I can't remember. We just need 10 stars, right? Before we start the AI. I think is it 10 or is it 9? I think it's 36, so I just have to figure out how many stars I have. If I have 36, we should be good. Alright, let's see how many stars I actually have in this. Okay, so I just need one more star. Alrighty then. Oh, let's do this now. We got 36. Alright, folks, but you can see we are back. Let's do this. Yeah, I can't believe Naomi was pressured. I can't believe she did it. What way to kill someone, giving them a capsule of cesium, which explodes on contact with water. Yeah, they caught the member of Macron's mob who provided the capsule, but now comes hard work getting the murder added to Macron's prison sentence. Wow, to think Macron is powerful. Dude, this is every mob thing, Cody. I don't know how you didn't know this, but even if he's in jail, does not mean that he doesn't have any power. Well, don't worry, Cody. After this incident, Macron's got eyes all over him. Good, but he says, "We're going to talk to you and Carrie about something. I need your detective skills." Yes. I hear you guys need detective skills because I need you to help me out with some hot water. Well, Ace, you're in high demand. Carrie will talk to Cody with you, and can help you with whatever your friend Jones needs. I don't really care about you, Carrie, and Cody. But yeah, we'll help you guys out first. Ace, you know I'm crazy. Yes, we do know this. Yes, and she's crazy about you, so why do you look so worried? Well, I think she's been spending time with another guy. Oh, great. What makes you think that? A fancy perfume should have her place, so it wasn't from me. Surely only a lover would have sent her such an expensive gift. Well, she does love you, and I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for the perfume. Can't you ask Eleonora? No, if she knows it's getting jealous over nothing, I'd never hear the end of it. But that's where your detective skills come in, Ace. I need you to help me prove that this mystery man has nothing to worry about. I can't live without Eleonora. She's everything to me. You gotta help me. Well, we can definitely do that. Let's head to Eleonora's to take a look at this perfume. That's such a cute, always in Paris. I'll bet you that's Eleonora and Cody. David's back. Back again. David's back. David's back. David's back. So to the dance floor. To the dance floor. Sure. This is the fancy perfume I told you about. Well, it's an expensive perfume. Let's not jump to conclusions. If you want to know who the perfume came from, all I have to do is test it for prints. Ooh. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ace's fingerprints just are super clear. Camille can use the fingerprints. Of course he can. Of course he can. How much you want to bet like that they're her own fingerprints? Like she bought it for herself. I don't know. Seems like he's getting it over nothing. It might not be. Hey, you found a match for the fingerprints. Tell me, Emil. I gotta know who's wooing Eleonora. Oh, the fingerprints were a match for Sammy Maloof, the CEO of Lover. Wait, what? I'd seen a message from him on our phone, but I didn't read it or think anything of it. Now the guy's sending her fancy perfume? Well, keep calm, Cody. This might not be what it looks like. Well, there's only one way to find out what's going on, Ace. Let's call the Sammy guy into the station. Dude, I'll bet you he's just trying to market it. Honestly, if you're getting this jealous, dude, get out now, because you are going to get screwed in the mob if that's what you're going to be worried about. Mr. Maloof, Eleanor's my girlfriend. I know you've been seeing her. I want it to stop. Yeah, what are you talking about? You mean Eleanor Macaron? You know what I'm talking about. You sent her fancy perfume, but you didn't count on me finding it. Yeah, I was going to say that perfume was one of the giveaway items for the recent Love Fest, but the event was canceled and the winner was murdered. Eleanor had used her networking connections to secure us a couple of musical guests. So when we had giveaway items left over, I sent one over to her as a thank you gift. There's nothing romantic about it, I promise. Well, I didn't know she helped with Love Fest, so that's why there were messages from you on her phone. You're such an idiot, Cody. Yeah, I've been jumpy lately. It's been really easy for me to jump to conclusions. No worries. I hope you both enjoy the perfumes, and she'll be smelling it too. Now, I've got to get going. Yeah, completely out of line. You couldn't have known. That's just, but yeah, that's out of line. Yes, my emotions may have gotten the best of me recently. It's because I've been wrestling with myself about something. I want to ask. Just do it. Are you going to propose with Grandma's wedding ring? Yes, my apartment's not super secure, so Grandma's ring is in a safe at Eleanor's. Let's go get the ring from the safe base. Okay, okay, I'm down. I'm down to do that. I mean, honestly, if you're married, that's going to put a lot of this thing out of, in the back mirror. So. I mean, to be fair, I don't know why you didn't do this a long time ago, dude. I mean, realistically, come on. Once her dad was in prison, you should have done it right away. Here's a safe with my grandma's ring ace. Oh, great. I just realized I can't remember the code. Really? Really? Well, I guess she's not that important to you if you forget the code. You could try. No. No. I dragged my booty all the way from the station over into this place to unlock something for you because you forgot the code. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Crazy. Crazy kid. Crazy young whippersnapper. We got it open. There's my grandmother's ring inside. Time to show Eleanor how I feel. Come with me, Ace. Alright, well don't put me in the actual, like, right next to you. Have me hiding or something. Make it at least somewhat special between the two of you. Okay, we're witnessing. Okay, gotcha. That makes way more sense. Oh, great. We were right there. Hey, Ace. Hey, Cody. What's up? Eleanor, sweetheart, I love you. Well, I love you too. We've been through some crazy times. I know there's a lot more to come. That's for sure. Our life together is anything but boring. Eleanor, I want to ask you, will you marry me? Wait, what? Cordy, of course I will. I love you so much. Oh, well done. Well done. Well done on that one. She's a catch, for sure. Again, I'm sure if they had more time, it would have been a little bit more of a back and forth. But I like that we just kind of cut to the chase. What's up, Mr. Pineapple Man? Ace, I'm in big trouble. How big are we talking? Like the time you were a murder suspect kind of trouble? No, worse. Because in this case, it's definitely my fault. A friend who lives in Paris is out of town, so he's letting me stay in his apartment while I'm here on vacation. The place is super nice. I can see the scene in the Eiffel Tower out of the window. Well, my friend has a pet snake, and I have to feed it while I'm here, and I hate snakes. Ugh, snakes give me the chills too. Do you have to give it live mice to eat? No, thankfully the mice are already dead, frozen actually, which is icky. But I prefer that over a live mouse. Anyway, I opened the terrarium to feed Sophie. That's the snake's name, and she slithered out. She's loose in the apartment? Well, I also had the window open, so she went out the window. I tried to grab her, but she went from the window planter to window planter all the way down into the courtyard. Please, Ace, I need you to help find that snake before something happens to her. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you and Ace will have to go to this alone because I'm already weak in the knees just imagining that snake. Bon courage, and I'll see you when you're back from the courtyard. Thank you, Ace. Here's some coffee and croissant money for trouble. Thanks, Jones. Of course, gotta love Jones. And guess who else hates snakes? Indiana Jones. Alrighty. So, grocery bag, 1859. There's gotta be something like that. Trash. Oh, the snake's in the trash bag? That would be creepy. Searching through a trash bag and all of a sudden the snake pops out. Most of Sophie down here, but she could be hiding somewhere. And you're right, she might have hidden these plant clippings. I know Sophie doesn't bite, but that doesn't make me more relaxed when searching through it. Do you think you could search through the bag? And I'll be here for moral support. Yeah, we're gonna dump that ish out into a cage is what we're gonna do. Uh-oh. Oh, gross, you found snake skin in the bag clippings. But it's bloody, and yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Snake skin's not supposed to have blood on it. Maybe if your forensic expert looks at the skin, he tells how she died, and then maybe I'll find a way to break the news to my friend. Oh, I don't think. What do you got for us, Enzo? Please tell me that Sophie's not dead. Not at all. She shed her skin. Where'd that blood come from? I wonder the same thing actually. I took a small sample and took a closer look. Turns out it's rat blood. Oh, so she shed her skin and caught a little Parisian delicacy. Oh, great news, eh? Sophie's not dead. But how? Now we have to find an easy, unscary way to catch her. I don't know about unscary since you're afraid of snakes, but I do have an idea. Snakes shed just before it's time to mate. A bottle of snake pheromone here, and if you spray this, Sophie might come slithering right to you. Well, that sounds terrifying, but I guess I'll try and put my phobia aside to get my friend Snake back. Let's go face my fear, Ace. Oh, what friend is that, Jones? Who's coming back? I don't really remember that many friends that are in Paris, so. Well, at least you looked through those plant clippings, so it's only fair that I'm the one to put myself in danger this time. So here goes nothing. I'll just spray this pheromone on myself and hope that Sophie smells it. Okay, now I wait. Well, I hope there aren't any more dangerous snakes around here that'll smell me. That would be horrible if all the snakes in Paris came around me. Why would you spray it on yourself? Why would you spray it on yourself? You could put it on like a stuffed animal or just some random toy. Why would you do it on yourself? I hope what? It's Sophie, Ace, it's Sophie. Sophie, I got her. Oh my goodness, I'm holding a snake. Ace, I'm holding a snake. My heart's still racing. But this isn't so scary. She's actually kind of cute. I'll go put her back in the terrarium before I lose her again. Thank you for your help, and take this for helping me conquer my fear. Ace, I heard you help Jones catch his friend Snake. We did. This is a true statement. And I do have it right that he conquered his fear of snakes. Well, I'll have to congratulate him. While you're at it, congratulate Cody too. I'm so excited that he and Eleanor are engaged. Paris' wedding is so romantic. Yes, and hopefully they'll be able to get married without Macaron interfering for present. Well, he's certainly capable. We'll have to keep our eyes open, Ace. And this will end case number 14, which means I think we only have 3 more cases left. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Yeah, because I think we have 1 in separation and then 1 in engagement. So, thank you all for coming. This has been a pleasure seeing all you guys. Appreciate all of you, coming by, seeing this stuff. So, I will see you all later. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Oh, and let's just confirm. Yeah, December 24th, so Christmas Eve. So, appreciate you all. I see you guys later. This is Pitching Ace 88. Over now.